Next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
now it's Hill.
At the 27-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Being chased out left. That is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Hill throwing once more. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. To the air again, Hill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return, Carter. Bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bears take over.
35-yard.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
First down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's hit, and he lost the football. This is picked up by the Bears. They find some open field here. There he goes. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Saints nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First throw now for the backup Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 53 yards. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now 2nd and goal at the Bears.
After the sack on 1st down, Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now it's the backup Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14. Saints.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Well.
Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st down, Bears.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Ball carrier.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On 1st down, Patterson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 4th down.
Just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's second.
To throw is Breeze.
At the 49-yard line.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
He's back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To Alvin Kamara.
Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Hill. And that's caught by Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A game.